Hello everyone, this is William with CommanderCast.com, here doing game number 2 for the Ice Age version of Avacyn, Guardian Angel. Looking at our hand, we have 3 mana, we have Seraph in hand, so as long as we can get to that 7 mana mark, I will be happy to keep this. Today we are up against Gisela, Freyalise, Landwar's Fury, and Sen Triplets. So we're going to go ahead and see how the new mana rule, or the elimination of rule number 4, execute rule number 4. We'll see how that, works out with the Sen Triplets. Very happy to see another Freyalise player. Looking forward to having like a history of elves in the future. And of course, our buddy Breffin here with his Gisela deck. Figure of Destiny leading off strong. And hey, let's not forget to say, good luck, have fun. Alright then, the F6s. Not the best screen for streaming, I will admit. You do get to see your screen plenty clear though. Client breaking. Landwar Elf. Not uncommon in ye old elfin decks. And hey, I think we're going to get to start with the Landwar Elf when we play Freyalise. So there's that. Let's see, we're also seeing another good card to start off with, Jester's Cap, so we can go ahead, pop it out, take out either Freyalise's overruns or the Sen Triplet stuff. Seeing an Inkmoth Nexus says really bad things about them, though. Let's see, we have Power Plant, but there's really nothing we can do, so we're going to go ahead and pass turn. I would have liked that first turn lane text like we had last game, but I don't think it's going to happen. We do have Power Plant, though, so after we've gotten a couple planes down, we can get that going. We still haven't actually done the natural Tron. Fellwar Stone! Add 1 mana of any mana to your mana pool a land an opponent controls could produce. And it comes into play untapped. Which he's using to pump up his Figure of Destiny. Not bad. So Figure becomes a 2-2. Hopefully you're actually going to swing with it. Swing at the Sen Triplets player. Alright, and Gisela got her little buddy in there. Next up, we've got Freyalise. Freyalise, all about that mana roll. Freyalise decks, in my experience, tend to be like Elf Ball 2.0. Azuri is a much stronger commander. This is true. But, ooh, missed a land drop. That sucks. But they tend to be like a little bit, I want to say a little slower because Azuri isn't the commander. I don't know, it feels just a little more friendly. There's also the fact that Freyalise has the added utility, and oh no! Nexus is animated. Where's he going? Where's he going? It's going back at Gisela for 1 infect. Uh-oh. Alright, so we draw into Hand of Justice. Not bad. But it's still not good enough for us to do anything with our present hand. And we're done. In fact, on Gisela, why is that there? Is that just like a really slow win condition? The fact that the Inkmoth Nexus is in there worries me. Not because it's infect, but because it says a little something about how they plan on winning. My guess would be either piling everything on or a slow control win. It does take 10 hits to win it, but they need some sort of pumps. The Figure of Destiny is going right back at it. Right now they're just going back and forth. That's 3 mana to instantly become a 4-4 though. Gisela might have something else in plan if they didn't actually turn Figure of Destiny into a 4-4. Okay, so they're plane cycling with Noble Templar. That's good. Plateau! Ho ho! 2 mana for some boots. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's how I'm supposed to deal damage to you this turn. Alright, so reverse damage would only work against us. We can't actually use it to go back. But that would be funny, so... You know what, I'm going to start keeping up reverse damage. Because if it was suddenly going to be like, out of nowhere, hit me for infect and kill me, I can send that right back at him. That's funny. Let's see. Viridian Joiner. Add to your mana pool any amount of green mana equal to Viridian Joiner's power. Not bad. Ristic Study. Alright, so, good way to keep refiltering cards. Freyalise. Missing that land again, though. We do have Disenchant. You know, I'm not fond of Ristic Study. Let's just go ahead and deal with the problem now. Let's see, yes, I would like to pay 1. Doesn't even get 1 card off of it. And that's the end of turn. Alright, so Ristic Study has been dealt with. And Gisela going down, laying down the planes. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana available. Scabclan Berserker. Haste and Renown 1. When an opponent casts a non-creature spell, if Scabclan Berserker's Renown deals 2 damage to that player. That's... Ooh. Why didn't I think of that? This is a true aggro deck in action. It's actually really nice to watch. So, we are now enabling the aggro player to just kind of go completely onto the Esper player here. The Centuplets. Scabclan Berserker has now become renowned, which is going to hurt that Centuplets player. I want to see this do work. Actually, depending on what I see from this Gisela's, I may have to get the list from him. Just so I can kind of retune Aurelia, because my Aurelia deck's not nearly this aggro. Even though that's actually what I was trying to aim her to be. Small creatures that harass and harry your opponent, they say. Elvish Champion. Other elf creatures get +1/+1 in Forest Walk, which means that let's see, the Viridian Joiner is going to make 2 mana now. Okay, so it looks like Freyalise had a little bit of a rough start. But thanks to her friends, everything's going to be A-okay. Scabclan Berserker. Getting her for playing that Garruk. So the interesting thing is that if they play anything else that isn't a creature, Berserker's going to be able to redirect that to Garruk. I like that. Scion of the Wild. Alright, so Freyalise has her wallop. Freyalise suddenly accelerating and stabilizing much better than I thought she would. All thanks to the dorks. Remember, kids, gotta bolt the bird. I mean, that's going to be one of the things about the alpha build. When we get to red, we're going to have lightning bolt. And when we do blue-red and red-white, those are going to have lightning bolts as well. This is really more of a thing to see how some of the older cards stand up to the test of time. Artifacts creature lands your opponent enter the battlefield tapped. Frozen Aether. So Centuplets doing everything they can to slow this game down. That's not cool. But at the same time, things are getting a little out of hand, so I can't actually blame them. This land enters play tapped. We don't have the mana to play anything else. So like I said, we're going to keep up reverse damage. And we're passing the turn right back to Gisela. Gisela is going to just continue wailing on Centuplets, I would imagine. Because one, with the sudden addition of the Elvish Champion and the Scion of the Wild, they're not going to be able to break through. The Figure of Destiny might be able to can become a 4/4, but well, there's only one card left in hand actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. So Figure of Destiny is now a 4/4. Let's see, and 6 mana. Next turn will become an. Base power this 8. Yeah, become an 8/8 flying first striker. Which again, first damage. Flying in first strike. It's pretty darn good. Wish the art was a little better though. Alright, so looks like Scab Clan Berserker still going at send triplets. The Figure gonna go 2. Yeah. Still applying that pressure. This time for 7. Very nicely sequenced by Gisela. Alright, so send triplets now busted down to almost half their starting life total. Meanwhile, we're just kind of hanging out over here, doing our thing. We are going to play the Justice Cap next turn, though. Unless, something just really scary shows up. I feel like we have a Wrath coming soon, though. A Wrath effect actually sets back Freyalise quite a bit. Yeah, that's going to be exactly what the Centriplets player needs. They need to be able to drop that Wrath effect, clear off the board, and restabilize. Garrick, ramping. Colonian Hydra. That's a big one. Then you got Sakura Tribelder, which is fine. Steve is just going to get sacked anyway. Alright. Second Steve now, saving us some time so they can just F6. Frozen Aether. It's a Planar Chaos version of Kismet. Interesting. Ooh! And Freyalise doesn't like what Centriplus is doing either. Centriplus definitely needs to pop the Wrath now. They've only got 4 lands. Frozen Aether's only your opponents, too. That's so good. End turn? Nah, nothing we can do about that. Send Triplets is up. Right now, Freyalise and Gisela are both running really light. Freyalise only has 2 cards in the hand. Gisela only has the 1. Meanwhile, Send Triplets is dropping down a Bolt Drifter? I don't think that's going to be enough to help him live, though. We're not going to have time for the Justice Cap, I don't think. Unless we draw into the Mishra's Workshop. No, these 2 decks just got off to too fast of a start for the Centriplets player to handle. Especially with both of them getting on them now. Now, like I said, we can't really do anything with this. We can play a Justice Cap, but that leaves us wide open. We want to keep up the reverse damage in case someone tries to get cheeky and hit us with quite a bit. So 6 mana. Is Gisela going to go all the way with Figure Destiny? I think you almost have to. Unless you drew into something that was really good. Getting 6 mana onto your Figure Destiny and going for a really powerful blow. Like, you could actually just swing in with the Scab Clan Berserker leave the Figure of Destiny up to block. Because then when Colonial Hydra attacks, it's going to be attacking as an 8/8 with trample. Five mana. Nope, it's all 6. Figure of Destiny's going to go ahead and reach his final form. Flying, first strike, haste, hexproof, because of those boots. And oh! No, he's going to Garrick. Alright. That's pretty good. And Scab Clan's going at me? Actually, I didn't even think about that. The Scab Clan kind of hurts me quite a bit, too. I don't even want to use my reverse damage on it. Because what? I'll gain 3, but I'll take 2. It's a negative 1. I mean, taking out the Garrick, I understand. There's also the idea that, Freyalise is probably going to kill Centriplets. By leaving Centriplets alive, if Freyalise wants Centriplets out, it makes sure that they have to commit more resources to finishing them off. As opposed to, swinging in for like 11 and only needing to send like 1 creature over there to finish. That's actually very sound politicking. Alright then, so Worldly Tutor, what are they going to grab? Craterhoof Behemoth is possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be a way to refill their hand, though. Like what was it? Regal Force, I want to say? You would draw cards equal to the number of green creatures you control, so you would draw 6 cards. Yeah, I feel like that's what Freyalise needs. Freyalise needs to recharge their hand. No, she did go with Craterhoof. She's going to go for the kill. But she can only attack with like 4 creatures if she does that. Me personally would have gone with the Regal Force to draw more cards. Is that even enough for it? Craterhoof was like, what, 8? That's not enough for 7, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, so 4 mana, going with the Acidic Slime. You get 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. It's going to... Wait, what? Oh, it's going to have the Swiftfoot Boots. I would have thought he would have sent it over at the Frozen Aether. So, Viridian Joiner, Elvish Champion, Scion, and Colonial Hydra all going to Gisela? Are they just going to let the Centriple player get back in the game? I mean, it's fair because they, Gisela bumped off Garrick. But now they've given the Centriplets player another chance to just wrath the board. Remember, kids, if you get the chance to kill someone in Commander, you do it. Deserted Temple is pay 1, tap, untap target land. And there's Volra's Stronghold. That really makes me worried. There's a Farah. So part blank? Devotion is only at 4 right now. So then what's going to happen? I want to say it's just a control copy artifact. Alright. So, copying... what? Oh, Fellwar Stone, of course. Because he's not going to swim with the Malt Drifter. Can't really afford to. Alright then, so what are we going to do on our turn? We've only got 5 lands, so we can go ahead and we can play Avacyn. She's going to come down and tap, though. And I do still anticipate a Wrath coming up. So, Jester's Cap then. Or Moat. Moat would be good. Let's see. Dropping down the Moat, that keeps the green player from attacking. But it lets the Figure of Destiny get in there. It does keep the green... well, let's see. Craterhoof next turn. Better safe than sorry. There we go. We do miss the land drop that we needed, though. Alright, so now only the Flyers can attack. And now we're safe to F8 and just watch. Alright, so Freyalise isn't going to run away, which is the real reason that we put down the Moat. With Freyalise being unable to really attack... well, that's... Freyalise can attack if Freyalise comes down and blows up the Moat. This is a fact. But doing that will delay the Craterhoof by 1 turn. Ideally. Magma Jet, targeting the Elvis Champion. That works. That'll also reduce the amount of mana that he can make with the Joiner. And the Scry 2 is relevant. I may need to completely retool Aurelia after this. Just things I hadn't thought of. I mean, that's part of what the alphabet build is for. But at this rate, it's going to be forever until we get to, get to Aurelia. Nice Saturday filled with the EDHs. I thought I F8. There's nothing we can do for 1 mana. So we have 8 coming at the Freyalise player? Alright then. Far be it from me to stop them from snipping at each other and getting them into a more manageable range for me. Wandering Champion. Interesting. Deals combat damage to a player. If you control a blue or red permanent, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. A 3/1 for 2. That's not bad. I'm liking a lot of the utility creatures here. Yep, there's Freyalise. So, using his entire turn's mana to play out Freyalise. Freyalise, yep, popping the Moat. We saw that coming. But now Freyalise is at 1. Freyalise, her Planeswalker, not Freyalise the player. These are going all at Gisela. No, 6 line. Yeah, just Scion and just Hydra. There's not a whole lot they can do. Gisela can do about that. 16 with Trample, Colonian Hydra. It is such a stupid good card. In terms of just raw Hydra power. Ah, but they're now down to 6. Shoo. That Frozen Aether is doing work. And without the Scab Clan Berserker, there's no way to shoot down Freyalise. Freyalise would be playing a creature heavy deck anyway, but even so. So, what does Sand Triplets have? It looks like they're playing with Snowlands too. So, I mean, there is extra value in there in case someone's playing extra Lands. Then you just happen to have... Wait, are they missing black? They are. They're missing black. They've been off black this whole time. Interesting. Alright, so back to us. Do we keep up versus damage, or do we play Howling Mine? If Howling Mine is untapped, that player draws a card. That is funny. Let's see. Want to play Avacyn, but I need to keep up reverse damage. Well, we can go ahead and play Howling Mine and keep up reverse damage. And we're just going to pass our turn. The fact that Howling Mine comes in tapped and, you know, doesn't draw extra cards because of Frozen Aether, meaning that I'll be the first one who gets to draw cards. Now, Gisela could actually get me in range for that Hydra if they were to theoretically hit me. Let's see. Wandering Champion. Alright, so letting Giselle know that she can hit me with the Wandering Champ. If this works, this will be fantastic. If this works. Oh, wait, that's right. Let's see, reverse damage will only get me the life. It wouldn't deal that damage back. It's not retaliation type effects. Well, it'll help us live for a turn. And hopefully help someone else live for a turn if the Hydra decides to come at us. Not as brilliant as I thought it was going to be. Like, it was actually just like a deflecting palm type effect. 32 straight back at Freyalise, just boosh. Yeah, actually, this isn't... I could entirely retool Aurelia around stuff like this. Yeah, this is really exciting. Thank you, Gisela, for inspiring this. Now, let's see if Freyalise takes the bait. Yep. With this, Gisela will be able to live at least one more turn. Yep. Alright, so reverse damage is going to do a thing. Alright, so we double our life total for now. Hydra can still kill us next turn. We're up to 64. Really need to consider the power of Deflecting Palm in the future. Oh well, we did get to play the reverse damage. It did turn out to be awesome with a huge swing like this. We just have to have a way to deal with that Hydra now. And with Howling Mine untapping, we'll at least get to see 2 extra cards that might help us. No, doesn't look like Zentriplus has anything. Unfortunate, but true. Hey, we got a land. And we can all yield to the Howling Mine. So, we can get 2 lands. Alright, so we're not going to have that till next turn, though. Womp womp. Would have been great to have at least put down Hand Justice, I guess. So we still only have 5 mana. We are kind of dead to the Colonial Hydra. Need something. Something, anything. I can't really afford to place... Avacyn is the only way that we can live. She really is. Wait, no, that doesn't work. Because she's just going to interplay Dapt anyway. Alright then. We'll see if we get there. And then we're just going to go ahead and pass our turn. Alright, so we've got Justice Cap down. Might do a thing. Hold up white mana. Maybe they'll think we have Swords to Plowshares. Hey! Oblation! We're not going to die horrible deaths. Alright, so Gisela comes through with a clutch play, the Oblation. Nice. Frozen Aether is still working to keep some things down. I can definitely see the Figure of Destiny popping off that Freyalise, though. Maybe. Kind of, but also not really. There's Gisela. You need to get rid of that Freyalise, bro. Alright, because here's what's going to happen. Figure Destiny's going to come in. Let's pop it off. Let's see, prevent the 1 damage. But still no Crater Hoof. That's the other thing. You get it for Freyalise so that you can keep the Howling Mine where. Oh, I said they could hit me with a Wandering Champion. See, got a Noble Spine Dragon, Scab Clan. This time is Thermopod. Second creature, add red to your mana pool. Not bad. But now we're at that point where Halliman's going to start giving everyone draw. Does Freyalise actually take out Frozen Aether instead? Double damage to everyone that's not Gisela. Now Freyalise has a conundrum. They're going to bop off some stuff. Bobbing out the Frozen Aether. There we go. Yep. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting that I can't just enter this stuff. Alright, Frozen Aether is gone. Craterhoof is now hitting the field. Someone might be a little bit dead. 22, 24, plus 16. It might be me. I might be dead. I might be the dead. Craterhoof over at Gisela. Scion over at Gisela. Acidic Slime over at me. I can't do anything about that. I need to somehow survive 2 turns. What the? Okay. Phew. Giselle managed to live with a single life point. So, not the hoof turn I usually expect, but Gisela is managing to hit in there by 1 life point. Meanwhile, Sen Triplets over here finally gets their swamp. So, we're going to start seeing some stuff. Blood Variant of Viscopa. Oh, that is unfortunate because... Well, no, they need to have 30 more life. So it doesn't have flying yet. Yet is the important part. We do need to make sure we get Avacyn down now. But they're not going to swing with a Mole Drifter is the thing. Let's see, auto yield to Farah. Alright, so we do get more lands. Got our land for turn. We have 7 mana. We can play the Seraph. Play Divine Transformation on her, force a block. I think that might be what I end up doing. Let's see. Need to be able to blocks. Blocks. We can play Avacyn, but 2 mana is going to be held up for what exactly? We can play the Hand of Justice, have 1 mana open, next turn Akashi in town, destroy something. We need something that gives them haste. If only we had some sort of free equipment that could just pop around from thing to thing. No, let's just go ahead and jam down Seraph. Because then if she trades with something, we'll at least get something out of it. And we can Divine Transformation next turn. Plus, Giselle's only like 1 life. Now, Freyalise only has 4 cards in hand. Centriplus has 5 cards in hand. It's that Blood Baron for Scopa that I'm worried about. It's got lifelink. And we need to be able to threaten their life. Angel of Glory's rise to bring back all the humans. So that's going to bring back Scab Clan Berserker and Noble Templar. That's not a bad top end. I like that. Alright, so Gisela and Figure of Destiny going right at Freyalise. That could be lethal. Wandering Champion coming over at me. Scab Clan heading over to Centriplets. Very dangerous, very rocky territory. Because if that hits, that's going to be 4 damage. Nope, it's going to trade with the Blood Baron. Alright then. Someone's dead. And it's Freyalise. Freyalise is now out. Gisela's at 1. Centriplus is at 10. This is very precarious. Yeah, we're going to need a Divine Transformation in order to get past that Mole Drifter. Because Mole Drifter is dealing double damage to our Seraph. All these flyers, though. We're only at 36, so that could be 10, 36, 44. That would actually be lethal. Vindicate on Gisela. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's not going to have enough mana. Gisela's not going to have enough mana to come out anytime soon. Alright, so still a lot of damage. Not nearly as much as it was before, though. Play our land for the turn. Let's see, without Gisela out, we have 8 mana. We can go ahead and 8. That's enough for Divine Transformation and Wall of Swords. We don't have any humans on board, though. Alright, so we're going to help this angel become a little more divine. Go to the combats. Angel coming at you. If he doesn't want to take massive points damage, he has to block. There we go. Blocks with the Mole Drifter. No, doesn't want to block with the Mole Drifter? No, he's just going to eat it. Ah, it doesn't want to give me a Mole Drifter. Ah. I wanted a free Mole Drifter. Alright, well, we can get our Wall of Swords up. Wall of Swords will actually do a decent job blocking any 3 of these. Fortunately, with the Howling Mine. Oh, they did have Maze of Ith. How about that? I didn't even notice that. Maze of Ith is out. So is Arcane Lighthouse. That's right. The Figure of Destiny was tapped. but there's the Angel of Glory's Rise, so I'm not sure. They're both within finishing range. We just have to push. Seraph currently has 7-7. We could have gotten the Mole Drifter. Got some more value out of that. That would have made me happy. Alright, so 8-8 flyer. Or 4 and a 4-6. Aha! Okay, he realized that if he used the Mole Drifter to block my Angel, then... yeah. Then he was just going to be dead to both of the Angel and the Figure of Destiny. Alright, but Gisela now has 4 cards in hand. So even though Send Triplets is probably dead here. Let's see, they need at least one spot of removal, because Maze of Ith is going to take care of a second one. Yeah, he needs just one piece of removal. That's all he needs. Untap Angel of Glory's Rise. Inkmoth Nexus. Alright, yeah, that's going to give the other blocker. But it's not going to work. Yeah, they could have survived this turn if they had actually watched that auto yield. No, they're actually just going to be dead now. Alright then. So, now it's down to Gisela and Avacyn. Well, we're going to punch through that Angel of Glory's Rise. Playing Avacyn for sure. Council's Judgment. Vote for non. Let's see. What did Gisela vote for? Gisela votes for Seraph. Yeah, give her Seraph. That's unfortunate. Suture Priest. The creature enters the battlefield, they're going to gain life. Life enters our field, we're going to lose life. So, Figure of Destiny has flying. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 man away from being able to cast Gisela again. I really need to get that Hand of Justice down to start, popping stuff. 1 turn. If we can just live for 1 turn. Alright, Hand of Justice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So we're going to lose a life from the Suture Priest. And then we have just enough to put down the Pit Trap, too. Pass turn. Next turn, we should be able to play the Akashian Town and have our Hand of Justice ready to just start sniping all the things. Gisela's got 4 cards in hand, only at 1 life. Avacyn has 2 cards in hand, 35. Playing Gisela right now will be absolutely brutal if they can get that extra land. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah! The Vivid Meadow! Okay, we can take some amount of damage right now. With the Wall of Swords out and the Hand of Justice, we could block both the Noble Templar and the Wandering Champion, as well as the Suture Priest. If he wants to use the Marine Briskites, she'll have to attack with at least one of them. And if we do this right, let's see. We're gonna have to preserve. We have to preserve our life total as much as possible. So Hand of Justice will block the Wandering Champion. Wall of Swords will block Angel. We'll hope that there aren't any combat tricks incoming. Forget that the pit trip is out. The pit trap is out. Well, pit trap would have stopped the Noble Templar. Okay, so Windbrisk Heights coming in. Path to Exile in the hand. Oh, there goes that. We will use our pass ability to grab a land, though. And then, yeah, we're going to take our 8. And that's going to suck. The good news is we do have the Justice Cap up, so we can go ahead, search the deck, and take out any sort of really powerful finishers. Okay, so going to the damage. Oof. We were in a good position to get the hand online. Changeling Hero. Champion a creature, and it has lifelink. That's going to be part of what gets Giselle back into this game. We're going to need to make sure that we get Avacyn down. I would want to get Personal Incarnation in too. Ooh, the Angel of Glory's Rise. That's really good. Let's see, gets back. Wandering Champion, maybe? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pop our cap. Alright, so Jester's Cap. Let's see what's in Giselle's deck. Any 3 cards, huh? Let's see. We got Zealous Conscripts, Yosei, Terramorphic, Student of Warfare, Solemn. We want something that's going to break this game open for them. Bolt, Sanctified Knight, Knight Exemplar, Keswick Malcontents, Eternal Dragon, Fireball, Howl of the Horde, Humble Defector, Jaya Ballard, Myria, Lead Scale Guard, Command Tower, Collateral Damage, Chaos Warp, Changeling Berserker. Well, let's get rid of the Chaos Warp. Archetype Courage, Chroma's Vengeance, very much so. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of Chroma's Vengeance too, just in case. And then, what's the other real big one? Like, I don't see anything that could really break it open for them so much. So, let's go ahead and get rid of Increasing Devotion. Increasing Devotion would be a very powerful way to just reset it. Alright, so we got that graveyard. Got a Preacher. Preacher's pretty good to have. And we also got a Shield Bearer. So then, we have 10 mana. Let's get Avacyn out there. Ah, snap! I should have used the Soul Ring. Herpaderp. Herpaderp. The good news is I still have 5 lands untapped. Let's see. Can still get down the Personal Incarnation though. So let's go ahead and get him going. Personal Incarnation, not as good as having Avacyn just up, but we can still use this effect to negate the life gain. We don't have the Pit Trap going for us though. So let's just pray and hope. If Giselle comes down, that's gonna hurt us a lot. Yep. 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 Fortunately, they're only at 2. Let's see, they could go up to 10. Misreading that soul ring is going to hurt, because I wanted to actually get down the Preacher and the Shield Bearer. They have enough for Giselle, though. That might actually just be game. Because I need to keep up the Pit Trap, too. Messing up with the Soul Ring, that sucks. I guess I could have just not expounded upon the situation. And there's Gisela. That's going to be game. If they just swing out, that's it. Let's see, because again, it's going to be the lifelink that kills it. Swing with all 3 of those. 6, let's see. 6 and 12. Then that's the big one. If I can stop the spread of damage just enough. Because Wall of Swords can block here and trade. Voice Noble Templar can block, die. This would be getting 10. This would put them up to 11. I can choose to take 8. I'm going to be taking 8 either way if I do that. Prevents him from getting any amount of life. Then there's 4 blockers, 2 of which fly. But then the champion is dead. Could just trade here. Take a damage. Block there. But Avacyn will be up. And she can just prevent it until we can stall out, like Preacher or something like that. So if I were to do that, then gets rid of a blocker at least. Alright then, gonna do it. We'll block here. And 6 damage would be enough, but get rid of another blocker there. Yeah. Activate the personal incarnation. Now Noble Templar should be able to live. And we'll take some damage. And wait, what? Oh, that's right. Damn it. The damage is reduced by half. Alright, so Crusade and Force Field. Force Field is really handy right now. But with 2 flyers out. We have 9, 10, 12. We can spend 5 mana. Get some more blockers out there. I want to get down the Preacher for sure. So, Force Field. Personal Incarnation is only be able to deal 3 damage. And now we've got Preacher online. Fortunately, Avacyn will be able to hold up 3 activations. Plus we have our Pit Trap. Not going to be able to attack into that just yet. So, Preacher can get us back a thing. Unless they play... Let's see. Alright then. As long as they don't play something incredibly mediocre, Preacher's going to be able to get a thing for us. And then that's going to be a free blocker. I would love to get Tormod's Crypt before they crack open their graveyard, though. Time's working against Azella, too, though. She's got half the time that I do. Plus, they can't really swing in with their Changeling hero. They don't want to lose it this fast. I mean, sure, they get back their Scab Clan Berserker. They would also get back their Wandering Cleric. So they get 2 creatures back, but they lose their lifelink. We're at 14, though. I mean, we got Force Field up. So as long as they can't, like, Super Fireball us. Please don't tell me I'm mistaken not getting Fireball. We just got Fireballed. Huh. 1 mana off. Just 1. Alright then, so that was game number 2. We've got one more game, so I'll see you then, and let's get it.